If you use Wishlist Member to create WordPress membership sites, it can sometimes get kind of confusing with your login and logout pages and how everything's structured. So I'm going to clear that up for you right now today by structuring your login, logout, and 404 pages with Wishlist Member. I'm Robert Plank from membershipcube.com, and we're going to use Wishlist Member and WordPress to get our login and logout pages just right. You can get your own copy of Wishlist Member by joining our course at membershipcube.com. And once you install WordPress and Wishlist Member, we're going to have to make two quick and easy decisions. The first one is, are you going to have a separate sales letter and a separate membership site, or will it be an all-in-one site? If you don't know, or if you're a beginner, the answer is the first one, that we have a sales letter over at the .com level of your site where you have, and this could even be just a plain old HTML page, even a non-WordPress site or a paper template site, and then your membership site is over in the members folder. It gets really tricky if you have it all in one site. It's doable, but I wouldn't do it for your first or second or even your third membership site. And then the second decision to make is, do you want to have your content be posts, which means top to bottom, or pages, which means left to right? Let me show you what I mean. I've got a WordPress site set up, and we can see we've got our membership newbie site, nothing at the front door of it, but in the members folder, we have our membership site. We have, by default, WordPress has a post called Hello World. If we add more posts or more journal entries, it will add them above, 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 so then someone goes top to bottom and it goes from newest to oldest entries. Then pages here, well, a page is like a contact us page or an about us page, and this is like the navigation. These would go left to right. So back to the decision, if this is your first membership site, or you're not real technically oriented, or it's your first, couple different sites, just make it post because we can always change it later. Okay, so we're going to make today separate sites in posts and get the log in and log out behavior in WordPress and Wishlist Member just right. Now, to get rocking and rolling, we install the Wishlist Member plugin. You can get that included with our course at membershipcube.com. Add your license key after you install it, and then we're going to go to Wishlist Member Settings Protection Defaults and check on the setting to only show content for each membership level. This is important because this actually protects our content. Then we'll go to the Levels tab and add a full level. That way we can add our members to something. Then we'll add the Wishlist member widget to the sidebar so members can log in and log out. Then we'll go to the Contents tab and protect the content that should be protected. Create a test account to log in and log out in the Members tab, and then use the incognito window button in Chrome to test logging in and logging out. Seems like a few steps, but this will breeze right by and it'll make a lot more sense once you see it. So here we go. We are in our dashboard, but you can always go to your site /wp-admin to get to the dashboard. In the sidebar here, at the bottom left, there's this wishlist member, so left click on that, and if you haven't yet put your license key in, then this will be. Okay, so this is wishlist member right out of the box. We've got 0 registered users. It says no membership levels, or any of that stuff. So before doing anything, and we're just almost going to go through these tabs almost in order. Click on Settings, and then we go to Protection Defaults, and then say only show content for each level, yes. So this makes sure that if we add a post or a page that belongs to the full level, then only full members can see it. This is the only setting you have to set in Wishlist out of the box, just only show content for each level. So we say yes, scroll down, save, great. Next, we go to the Levels tab because it's warning us we don't have levels yet. And I like to add my first membership level called Full, F-U-L-L. Why? Because I can always rename it later. So call this Full, and then say no expiration date because it won't let you save it without that. So then click Add New Level. So now we've installed Wishlist. We've added a membership level called Full. The next step is to go to Appearance Widgets and add a way for them to log in and log out on the sidebar. So the stuff on the left are the tools at our disposal. The area on the right are where the tools have been applied. And what we do is scroll down to the bottom and find the wishlist member, click and hold, left click and hold down and drag it over, and you're going to have to kind of nudge this up just put it at the very top of the sidebar and then hide RSS link and hide register link. You don't need those. So left click on save. Now if we visit the site here, we can see, all right, so now we have this thing on the sidebar here, and we can even log out. But the thing is, well, if we log out, nothing changes. We still see the post that we had at our disposal anyway. So let me log back in here. So now, okay, we're kind of moving right along. We can log in and log out, but we want to protect this content. Let me show you how to do that. We're going to go to our posts, and I'll just put this one that comes with it in the trash. I'll add a new post, and we'll say module 1 here, publish that, and then another new post, and module 2 is right there. Okay, and then let's make a third module. Let's say module 3, third one. So now we've made some content and we can play with it and see what it can do. And we can now protect the content. Okay, so to do that, we go to Wishlist Member, the Content tab, and there's two important things you need to understand. Is first, there's the idea of protection. So protection means if someone's logged out, if it's unprotected, they can see it. But then if someone is logged in, now they need to be logged in to see it. So that's the first thing you got to understand. So we'll just check these boxes, say edit protection status, and then set these to protected, click apply. Now these three modules are protected. That's the first thing, but now we have to add these posts to the full level. That way, someone needs to be on the full level to view it. So we say add levels and the full level. Click apply. And now these three posts are protected, but they are also on the full level. What does this mean? I can view the site. I see module 3, 2, and 1. I can log out. I can't see the content anymore. Great, it's for members only, but then I will log right back in, and now it's back. Great. So that's getting somewhere, but let's test it for real. And what we can do is go to our dashboard, go to Wishlist Member. So we've seen the Settings tab, the Levels tab, the Content tab. The only one we haven't gone to yet is the Members tab. So click on that and we'll add a test user. So this says Manage Members, Add New. Left click on that. This pops up. I'm going to create an account Robert Test. Put in a password for this guy. Whoops. Okay. Put him on the full level. Add the member. Great. Now we have this member Robert Test, and he's a member in good standing on that full level. So a very helpful tool for me, and the browser I'm using is Google Chrome. The very top right corner, I can left click and go New Incognito Window. So see, there's this like spy icons and stuff. This means this is like a separate browser here, and so I can be logged in on my main Chrome, but then this other incognito spy version of Chrome is not logged in. So this way I can try logging in with my test account without logging out of my administrator account, if that makes sense. So here we go. We're logged out. We see nothing. We can go Robert's Test and put in my password there. Great. Now we're logged in. Now we see the content, and we log out, and then the content's gone. This is getting somewhere, and before we make this look super pretty, let me just tell you what we just did. We installed Wishlist, added the license key, set to only show content for each level, added a full level, added the sidebar widget by going to Appearance Widgets, protected the content we wanted to protect and added it to the full level, and then we went to Members and created a test account to log in and log out, and used the incognito button in Chrome to test logging in and logging out. Great. So that is how we, first of all, protect some content and then make it so they can log in and log out. But you might be thinking, well, I don't like that when they're logged out, there's this nothing found. How do we fix this? All right. Well, now we're getting into a little bit of advanced territory, and let me give you the quick fix and then the more advanced fix. The quick fix is to just add a new post, change the date so it's earlier than the rest so it appears at the bottom, and make it unprotected. Make it so Wishlist member is not protecting it. What does that mean? It means that if someone's logged out, they only see that one post. The only drawback is if someone is then logged in, then they'll still see that unprotected post, but that'll get you by. That'll just fix it for now. So let me show you that part first. What we can do is we're logged in as our administrator. I say new post, and then we'll explain our course. We'll say membership newbie course. Here's the reasons to buy and buttons to buy that membership newbie course. Scroll down and make sure that no do not protect this content is chosen. We can then publish it, and we go and view the incognito window and refresh, and you see how if someone's logged out, they can see the reasons to buy the membership newbie course, and then if they log in using that Robert test account, then they, whoops, so, okay, so the problem right now is that that logged out page is at the very top. So to fix that, we can just go in and we're editing the membership newbie course post. Click on the date here and just set it a date back before the other stuff. So update that. Now we refresh, and if someone's logged in, they see the content of their course, but then this page is at the very bottom. So it's not perfect, but that gets you by if you're just using posts for your membership site. Now, once you've gone and done that and put out your product and made some sales, you want to go back and make it look really professional. Well, here's the next iteration of that is we make what's called a dashboard page. And so we said before that posts go from top to bottom, but you might not like see how like it's kind of in reverse order. Well, what we would do is we could create a page at the top here, name it dashboard, and then link to our posts. And what this allows us to do is present it in any way you want, and some links could be to individual posts, some could be to PDFs or videos, and then we can go back and add a table or things like that later on. But the next logical step here is to create a page, name it dashboard, put it on the full level, and then link to the other pages and posts and set it as the front page of your site. Let me show you this. We'll go to let's see, let me close down the incognito window just so we don't get confused. We go to pages, add new, and then we can name this dashboard page or just dashboard, and then we want to add some links to our other stuff, so we can click on this little chain icon, and I want to link to existing content, so I'll link to module 1. Oops, I don't like that it's the, so let me link to module 1 and then link text here. This will be module 1. Great. Put in a line break and then left click on module 2, call this module 2, and then left click module 3, module 3. Great. So now we're linking to different stuff. Whoops, we're linking to our different modules. And if you want to have a table, we use a plugin for that called Table Press, but let's not get too crazy right now. So we're linking to just our 3 modules on this dashboard page. So click on Publish. All right, so now we've created the page. The next thing we want to do is protect it and add it to the full level. Now, I showed you before, you can go to Wishlist member content and browse to it, but if you're already on the page or post itself, you can scroll down to where the Wishlist member area is and do it right in here. Say, yes, protect this content, and add it to the full level. So you can either do, and this is the same thing as doing it from that content tab. Okay, so we've added a page called dashboard, then we link to our other posts, so let's update that. And then finally, let's make it, because I mean, check out what happens right now. If someone's logged in, they see the modules, but they would have to know to click on this dashboard to get here. We don't like that. Let's make this dashboard the front page of our site. To do that, go to the dashboard, go to settings, reading, and then say front page is not all the posts, it's a static page, and then it's dashboard. This is great here because this way you have total control over how over what appears and how the navigation is. And we can even delete the sample page too. But let's see what we have right now. Is we have dashboard page if we're logged in, but if we're logged out, here's the scary part. See how I think it's getting caught in a loop. So we want to fix that next and yep, redirect loop. So if you see this, that's perfectly fine. Just go back to /wp-admin and see we're not locked out. We just go to wp-admin, log in again, and the next step is going to be to set a logout page. So if someone is not logged out, then it'll, for starters, send them right to the login form. Here is where we do that. We go to Wishlist Member, Settings, and then we want well, yeah, we're here, System Pages. Non-members will go to our website. So this is membershipnewbie.com/members. So let's highlight this, right click and copy, put it in the non-members form box. And we want this to be at our website /wp-login.php. wp-login.php. Okay, and what this will do is if they are logged out and they are trying to access a protected page that they can't get to, we'll send them here instead. And this is the box, the page where there's nothing to do on the page other than to put in their username and password. Save this. Let's try it out. Membership newbie, visit site. Now see we're logged in. Click log out. And if everything worked like we wanted to, now the only thing to do here is to log in. And even if we went to just the normal web page, here's the front page where nothing's on it. And then if we go to members, now see the only thing to do on this page is to go there and log in. But once they do log in, well, we're an administrator, but once they do log in, then they will see this. So just to then see, you are starting to see now how it helps to have the incognito window and try it out as an average Joe, so to speak. We go to the members folder. Now, boom. Now it takes us right to this login screen. And we say, I'm going to put in my details here and then log right in, and then right now, cool, now I can see all of this stuff. So we created a page called dashboard, added it to the full level, and then manually linked to the other pages and posts. And this way we can show links in any order we want and add in icons and things like that. And then we set it as the front page by going to settings, reading, setting the front page to dashboard. Then we went to wishlist member settings system pages and set the non-member page to show the login form, which is our website /wp-login.php. Well, great. Well, that was right there how to if they're logged out, how to send them right to the login page. And finally, the final option for you is to set the non-member page. And this is pretty straightforward. You create a new page, but make this page unprotected. Remember how before we made the unprotected post, but it was kind of mixed in with stuff? Well, here, if you really want to make sales on your /members page, you create an unprotected page and then set the non-member page to that. Let me show you what I mean here. Is we can say, let's see, right now we're see the spy icon, so we're logged in as the test user. So let's just close the whole thing down. Let's go to our dashboard for WordPress, and we'll go to pages, and we have our dashboard page, which is the front page. We had our sample page. Let's put that in the trash. Okay, we'll go pages, add new. And then we'll call this, let's just call this our sales page, right? We'll call this the sales page for membership newbie. So we have the headline, subheadline, order button to buy access to the course here. Then scroll down and make sure to say no, do not protect this content, and publish that. Then now we want to make it where if someone is logged out, they see this page where they can buy access or not. And to make it even more helpful, we'll say members log in here. Okay. And let's make that centered. We can highlight that and then make this click to make this a link there. And we want to make this URL be, once again, membership newbie /members. So paste that right in there /wp-login.php. So now we have a sales page with the stuff, and like, the PayPal button can go right there, and then the link for members to log in if they're already members of your site. Moving right along, let's update or publish the page. So now we have the sales page on here. We'll go to Wishlist Member Settings, and then where we had the non-members page, this worked before, but we can switch this to sales page. Great. Click Save, go to visit the site, and let's see what we're dealing with here. We've got the dashboard page there. Great. If we log out, then great. Now it shows the sales page. They can log in, or they can even log in on the sidebar as well. Great. We can log back in, and now we're logged in. So one other thing before we wind this down, if we click on pages and you click on edit for the sales page, some themes allow you to make this a full width template with no sidebar. Let's check that out. Click update and click view page. And great, so in this one there's no sidebar. So it depends on your theme. I'm using the 2012 theme, but in many WordPress themes you can have a page not have a sidebar. And then we have a plugin called Paper Template where you can even have a landing page kind of style here. So that works out great for you now, because and let me actually go to incognito one final time. I'll go to Membership Newbie, and I'll go to the members folder. And so you saw how before it sent us to a not found, and then we got to the step where it showed us the login page, and then here is the sales page we have. And now it's starting to make sense, because now in the next membership site you create, you could potentially put your whole site at the root at the .com. Someone goes to the .com level, they see your sales page. If they're already a member, they can click on log in, and they can log in right here, or get their lost password. And after they filled that in, now they're logged in, the sales page is nowhere to be found, and we have this dashboard page with the modules of your site. So there you go. We first of all created a dashboard page, put it on the full level, set it as the front page, and then in wishlist settings system pages, we can set the non-member page to either this wp-login.php to show that login screen, or set the non-member page to be the sales letter. We created it, we made it unprotected, and there we go. That's how to structure your login and logout pages with Wishlist Member. So the first thing you have to figure out is, if you're a beginner, have the sales letter at the .com and then the login page at /members. Fill up your posts, protect them, and that gets you by. That gets you to the point where if someone goes to log into your site, it shows the not found page. If you want to get a quick and dirty sales letter made, you add an unprotected post, put it at the bottom of your content, and that'll get you by. If you want to get fancier, then what you do is you create a dashboard page for when people are logged in, protect that, and link to your other content, and then create a sales page that's a new page that is also unprotected, and that way when someone is logged out, they see the one unprotected page in your site. Then they can go and click to log in. They log in, fill in the details, and then they see the inside of your site. So to test that out, we're going to go to our incognito window, go to Membership Newbie. So let's just go to Membership Newbie, go to Members, and they see the sales page, the only unprotected page on your site. They click on login here, and the trick to that is to link to wp-login.php. They now log into the site, and as soon as they've logged in, because you set your front page to be the dashboard, now they see your content. The front page that's protected is the dashboard, and then the unprotected page, the non-member page, is that sales page. See, here it is. Dashboard is protected, sales page is not protected. Sales page links to the different posts we have in our membership site. I hope that helped getting a handle on the structure of your wishlist member sites and your login and logout pages. I'm Robert Plank from membershipq.com, and thank you.